So I've never really done this style video before, so hang with me, but this right here is my 350Z drift car that I crashed a while back. And today we're gonna go ahead and swap out the spark plugs for some NGK Iridiums. Should be a pretty easy job. Let's see how this goes.
Yeah. Gon' grab that fifth, grab that eighth, grab what you need. Blow that dope, don't get too hot from the third coast to the west.
Now, another important step people seem to forget about is making sure the gap is correct on your spark plugs. And you can go ahead and Google the specs for your car, but for my 350Z, it's a 1.1 millimeter. And I've gone through and I've checked them all. They're all perfect, so I'm gonna go ahead and put them in. Now that I've ensured that the gap is correct on all these spark plugs, I'm gonna go ahead and start taking everything apart that may be in the way. Pull the intake, if anything, may have to pull the bar, and I'm gonna have to pull each coil pack out individually. Got the intake off of the throttle body. Whoa, almost dropped you. Went ahead and unplugged the MAF as well. We're just gonna put this off to the side. You may notice intake is back on. I pulled the first two coil packs. I got the driver rear coil pack right here, and the threads were destroyed. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some new valve covers. Might as well change out the coil packs and do the spark plugs all at the same time. So I'm gonna go ahead and wait on those, and I'll catch back with you guys on another day. Right now I'm gonna be heading to Bonita to pick up a hood from my buddy's house. I found a hood for $60. I didn't plan on putting a hood on the 350Z, but for only $60, I really can't complain. I might as well toss one on. Got the truck started. Let's go ahead and get it. Got the hood back in the garage. So glad I found it in a black color. Just any other color would not have matched into all. It's gonna get wrapped over, so it'll just be simple black on the bottom. It's gonna be perfect. Got the hood test fitted on. It's just sitting there, but feels really weird to see this car with a hood after so long. I mean, this thing is in no way perfect, but for $60, I really cannot complain, considering mine is bent in half in the corner of the garage over there.
Come take this ride. Let me tell her how Jack turned sky over one lost trip to the sky. Let me tell the tale, cause you told the tale when you said I can make.
Here with the Junkyard 350Z. Just gonna get some of the final pieces to finish up my build. Core support's broken, but it saves me $200. And might even be able to bolt some headlights in. And I was gonna get some valve covers, but gone.
Get this high, who knew? God damn it, who knew? The grass ain't green on the other side, it's just blue. You can really identify when you look in the eyes who ready to ride. That's true. When they look in my eyes, they see that roll. How Scotty ain't tied, that juice had my back.
I'm gonna go ahead and get these hinges for my hood. Also picked up a hood off this car the other day, and I'll be putting that on the Z soon. Got the core support off this car. I mean, it has a chunk missing from it, but as long as it holds up my radiator, I'm happy with it. The next goal is to go ahead and get these frame rails off, because mine got completely destroyed in the accident. Hoping to weld them in and be able to fit everything up to it. But they seem to be in pretty good shape, mostly straight. Went ahead and got the frame rail removed. Just got to disconnect it from the sway bar, and it should be ready to put on my Z.
Against that wall. Every time I feel so cold, my daddy ain't coming home till fall. That's why my pimp game so moist. Had that do-rag it on. Had a 20.
Went ahead and got two more valve covers for the car. I mean, hopefully the threads are all fine in these. Should be, because I pulled them out pretty easily. And got the car moved to the other side of the garage. Once I can get some gaskets for those, I'll go ahead and put them in. New hood on the car as well. Should all come soon. Now that I've got the new valve covers, I'm gonna restart to take everything apart. I'm gonna get the coil packs out, move all the wiring out of the way, intake, get the bar off, and go ahead and pull the valve covers. Tomorrow at work, I'm gonna go ahead and buy new valve cover gaskets for the new valve covers, because I have no idea the condition of those gaskets, and I don't want to risk it. And from there, we can go ahead and put those new spark plugs in as planned. Remove the intake, mass airflow, unplug the VVT solenoid, just generally got everything out of the way. All I have left is just to pull this hose out of the way, and pretty much everything should be ready to get this driver's side valve cover off. Now I just gotta go ahead and get everything done on the passenger side. I've never done valve covers on this car before, so I didn't realize the bolts for the back are all the way underneath the lower plenum. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull the plenum off, but I figured while it's off and I already need to change the gasket, I'm gonna go ahead and get a Z1 plenum spacer And from there, I'll technically be full bolt on, so I might as well get it done. I believe it comes with a gasket as well, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that ordered. Got the upper plenum off. It came out really, really clean when I had it off. I've hit it with a little bit of brake cleaner since then, but very, very clean. I've swapped a VQ engine. I've been inside a couple of these at the junkyard, and I've never, ever, ever seen one not come out this clean. But even the inside, I haven't cleaned this at all yet. Very clean for a VQ.
Yo, bitch, in high school. Wasn't no telling what Travis might do. On the south side of the HOU. Hold up, let's take it back to that room. No car, but still had drop.
Went ahead and got that lower plenum off. As you can see, I have really easy access to these bolts for the valve covers now. Also, just in general, way easier to get things out of the way, and gives me a chance to refresh my gaskets while I'm in here. Because 130,000 miles of abuse on a VQ that is now going to be a drift car, you definitely need some new gaskets. Got the driver's side valve cover off. Those are the two that are stuck in there, so I'll be going ahead and swapping the coil packs over to the new valve covers. Hopefully those aren't stripped out, and we'll be putting these back in. And see, both valve covers are removed. Got them stacked up over here. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. I'll catch up with part 2. I'm gonna be removing the spark plugs, getting new gaskets for the valve covers, and hopefully installing a plenum spacer for the system and getting it all put back together. I would say we can take it for a test drive after, but yeah, I don't know about that one. Alright, so I'll catch you guys in the next video.